Stalkers have a new tool for tracking and monitoring their victims. They're using mobile apps and digital surveillance software, better known as spyware. It can remotely access text messages, emails, and calls. Stalkers can also track their target's location and even turn on a device's camera and microphone. CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman is with us. Rikki, good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
You think about the positive aspects of these devices. You know, you can use the GPS to track where your kids are. You could also track a cheating spouse. But how are these apps now being used in terms of victims of domestic violence?
Well, what we've really seen is a morphing here. What we really thought of was the nanny cam or elder care or employers looking for employees who might be engaged in theft. And now this whole morphing has come down to two different aspects. One is what we think of as the GPS function. That is, where is your so-called cheating spouse going to be? Are they where they say they're going to be? But much more significant now is the real danger for victims of domestic violence, because it's not only finding out where they are, it's actually hacking into, through this spyware, to read emails, texts, hear voicemails, actually get into a phone call and eavesdrop. And one of the creepiest parts of it from where I sit is the ability to turn on this microphone and within 15 feet hear what is actually happening. It's treacherous.
It is.
How do the abusers install this software without any detection?
What happens here, Jeff, is this. First of all, we should say it is illegal to manufacture, it is illegal to advertise, it is illegal to sell this type of spyware in the United States of America. Obviously, that's the creation of it. It's also obviously illegal to use because you're there for a stalker or an eavesdropper or you're wiretapping. So how does it get in there?
Right.
So how it gets in is if the stalker or aggressor, the person who wants to do a bad thing, can get a hold of that phone or computer for a very, very short time, this software can be installed. And they do it in very devious ways. Sometimes they can use their child. Sometimes they can go as far as using a repairman. The guy comes from the cable company or the electronics, the Con Ed guy, and therefore it gets installed. But one of the other things is, of course, people have become expert even at hacking into the computer. So all of these things become fraught with peril. Very interesting. I just wanted to give you this. If you look up the domestic violence hotline in the United States, it says on the top of the first page, that gives you a safety alert to tell primarily women that your computer could be monitored and it is impossible to completely clear. So the person who is being stalked, the person who may become a victim, has no idea it's on there.
Yeah, I was stunned to see that NPR found that 85% of domestic violence shelters they surveyed said victims whose abusers were tracking them.
Yes.
That's how widespread this is now.
It's really frightening, and we only have one prosecution that's big that we know of. There was a man named Hamid Akbar. He pled guilty in November, $500,000 fine, 10 days in jail, and at least therefore the government is starting.
Right, and it is illegal, as you said. Rikki Klieman, thank you so much.
Thank you.